Hello, welcome back to part 2 of this incubator build. As you probably can tell by the thumbnail, I did have an issue when cutting the glass. I was cutting it, it was going really well. All I had to do was cut one more piece and both of the doors would have been done. But unfortunately, as I was taking them out of these runners here, I had both held on by a clamp, just like so here, and then moved it to the side to slide them out, and then this bottom piece here slipped, both pieces hit the floor and shattered. Well, not quite shattered, but they broke. I was absolutely gutted. So I did go out, found a place that cut glass to size. They were able to do it pretty much next day, so I went and bought that, and now we can get this put together. The first thing I'm going to do, instead of putting the glass on, is I'm going to put glass on. I'm going to put this this egg crate shelf, which I've cut to size. Okay, it's whole, so there's going to be good airflow so the heat can rise. Oh, just found a piece of glass on top of that. So the heat can rise and circulate. I may have to get a little fan in here to actually ensure the air does circulate around. But that time will tell on that if I need to, while I'm doing the testing over the next few days before I post this. I'm actually filming this on a Friday. I aim to post the I aim to post the videos on a Wednesday or Thursday. So as we're filming this, part 1 is up and live. So I'm just going to nip off for a quick moment because I've left something in my haul. 1 minute. Okay, right, so what I left out there was a pot of little panopin nails. So I'm just going to nail this ledge onto the inside. Drilled a couple of little pilot holes. Getting these nails started is a bit of a pain. So hopefully, sorry about the noise there. Okay, that's not actually going on as I expected with this clamp. So what I'm going to have to do is quite possibly start again here, because one, that didn't go central to the piece of the wood, even though I had lined it up on the same line. So I will pause and be back when I've put these in. So we'll have a quick time jump and we're back. Right, so I've got these shelves in, shelf. Okay, I'm not having it all the way to the back. So even though these pots don't fit on here, actually no, they are pretty much exact shelves, exact depth. So I can have this shelf sliding in and out. It's only going to slide as far as the glass, because the glass won't be coming out unless I really need to. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. But before we do that, I'm going to cable tie this probe, temperature probe that goes to my thermostat. I'm going to cable tie this probably, I'm going to need it, I don't know whether to put it on the bottom of the shelf or on top. I might put it on the bottom. So let me know your thoughts, whether the bottom is the right place. If it is, I will leave it there. If not, I can always flip the shelf over. So I'm going to have it hopefully central. Okay, so I'm going to get one cable tie on the front here. And then I've got 3 out, but don't need the 3, and then I'm going to put another, a third one, a second one just here on this piece. Okay, so that, let's turn it over. So if you think I should have it on the bottom or top, please do leave a comment. All comments and feedback, especially for projects like this, are more than welcome. There probably isn't a right or wrong way to have the thermostat, but I think tucked out of the way underneath is nice. Obviously I'll cut these 2 bits off screen, so that's the shelf on. So we have space for 1, 2, 3 and then 4 more pots. So we will have a shelf for 8. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put in the runners for my glass. The way I'm going to hold these in, I was thinking about doing some double-sided tape, but with my experience from the double-sided tape I've got, it's not that strong. So I'm going to put a bit of silicone in and then have some clamps holding it. So to start off with the bottom one, I'm going to run the silicone on the actual, where's the cut there? On the rail. Hopefully it won't fall off. Not the best straight line, but it's on there. And obviously any excess at the front I can wipe off, and any access at the back won't be seen. Right, without getting this on my hands, let's position this in. Right. Okay, there is a little bit of leeway on this side to side. I'm going to try and get it as central as possible. And now I'm going to get a couple of clamps. I'm going to have one clamp there, another one on this side, and then a little diddy one in the middle, just to make sure it's got full contact all over. Okay, so now let's do the top. Before I do the top though, I will get the clamps to hand. Just move this up a little bit now. Okay, what I would also like you guys to do for me is let me know if I should paint this or just leave it as bare wood. So let's get silicone on this one. Okay. So once this piece is on, that'll be it for this section, and then we'll come back in a couple of days once I've got the glass in and started testing the temperature parameters. So all intents and purposes, this clamp goes on properly. This is I don't like the way that one's not clamping it square. Just pushing it back into the middle. Also, if you decide to make one of these with these runners, please do ensure that you have the runner that's got the smallest depth on the bottom, and the runner on the top has got the biggest lip, because these are designed to push the glass in at the top, tuck it down, and then slide into the bottom rail. If you do it the other way, you will find your glass will fall out. unless you've made it a couple of millimetres too big, the glass, and then it will stay in. But the ideal is to have it tilting, going up into this top rail, sliding it back, and then into the lower rail. Okay, so we'll leave it there. I will get the, actually no, let's do that now. The thermostat housing, actually no, I'll leave it there and we'll come back in, well, so we're Friday now, so we'll come back in, let's say Monday, Tuesday, after I've tested the parameters over the weekend, because once this silicon's dry, or dry enough to hold these rails without moving, I will put the glass in, put it into position, and then run the heat and see what temperature we're running at. Okay, so please do like, subscribe, please do leave them comments. I will read all comments. I notice there's no comments being left or questions left. I would like some questions and some feedback, and maybe even a couple of suggestions on how to improve my building skills on this. My reptile husbandry skills are pretty much there. I've been keeping, like I said in one of my previous videos, might have even been a previous video to this, in part 1, I've been keeping the reptiles for over 30 years now, so my knowledge and skills on that is pretty much there. It's just the skills on building, but everything comes to those who wait, and patience and trial and error. And what I'll also do once I'm testing the parameters is show you some of my other builds, or saying that I might actually just do a video on its own for those other builds to show you the first one I built all the way up to this one, and even onto the fish tank conversion that I'm doing. Part 3 of that will be coming very soon. It's just taking a little bit longer to be able to find time to cut the pieces of the wood, but I will be getting that posted more than likely after this video, if it's not already up. So we'll see you again soon once I'm doing the parameters. Please like, subscribe, leave a couple of comments, nice ones hopefully, and we'll see you all soon while I'm doing the parameters. Okay, and we're now back. It's been a few days. I've had this up and running. As you can see, I've got the glass on. Glass is really good, nice, semi-easy sliding. I'll have to try and polish that if I need to. Okay, opens that way fine. Just this one. Okay, it's just this one little piece here doesn't fully go properly, but that's fine. So I've got the shelf in. As you can see, it will fit 8 of the hatching pots. So like I say, I've had this running for about 4 or 5 days now, and it is reaching the temperatures that we require. I have actually got it turned off now, because unfortunately it does look like the hognodes aren't going to lay any eggs. Not too sure why. They obviously didn't breed. Okay, so let's go and have a look at them now, okay, and see how they're getting on. Okay, so this is Darla. Okay, she has actually now fully enclosed herself in the laid box. Okay, I'm not going to disturb her, but we can just about see her in there. So let's hope she is laying a couple of eggs. But I highly, highly doubt it. Okay, and it's the same or similar for Tara, the other one, who is in her lay box also. Okay, again, I'm not going to disturb her. She's obviously in there for a reason. Either she finds it nicer to hide, or she could be getting ready to lay eggs. But this one, Tara, hasn't had a pre-lay shed, so there's a high chance she's not got any eggs inside her. But other than that, there's nothing more to say on these for now. So we'll leave it there. Please do like and subscribe. Get any of those notifications from any future videos I post. Because if these do lay eggs, I will give you an update. But also what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to do a room tour of everything that I've got and how everything is getting along and progressing. So cheers for now, guys. Also, if you have any comments to add, whether positive or negative, I will read all the comments, and I'll say I'll respond to all comments, whether in any upcoming videos I'll answer any questions. Okay, so we're going to leave it there, and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.